Alright guys, it is time finally for the big Battle Royale match. I am DJB and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The match would begin and the ring looks absolutely jam-packed with 20 of the best competitors in Outcast Elite Wrestling today. And after the bell does finally ring-a-ding-ding, there is a massive stampede of superstars rushing right at each other as they all begin hammering away, smashing at each other in the ring. We then turn to a specific portion of the ring where we see Wicked Sin and Berserko going back and forth in a corner as they exchange a load of blows to each other's left and rights, until Berserko surprises everybody out of nowhere with a nasty clothesline to Wicked Sin, eliminating him first in the match and very early on. Wow! And as we move further across the ring, we see Moses and Toa are going at it, brawling back and forth until Toa gets Moses over the ropes and tries to eliminate him. But Simply Joe would then come over and help Toa for a brief moment. Both men delivering a vicious double drop kick to Moses, knocking him off of the apron and eliminating Moses from this match. Toa and Simply Joe would then start to attack each other and exchange blows back and forth, left and right, over and over. Toa would then manage to lift Joe onto his shoulders and try to throw him over the top rope. But Joe would elbow Toa in the side of the head and manage to drop down and land on the apron, but on the other side of the ropes. Toa would then try and smash Joe again, but this time in the face. However, Joe would catch Toa's arm, plant him with a right hook, and then grab Toa by the head, hoisting him high up into the air and dropping him backwards to slam Toa down with a suplex to the outside of the ring, resulting in both Toa and Simply Joe being eliminated from this match together. We then move to another side of the ring where we move and see Devil's Executioner in a three-way brawl between himself, Catan and Legacy, as all three men are smashing each other in the faces over and over and over again, all three back and forth. Catan though would soon find himself against the ropes as Devil's Executioner would then plant him with a drop kick and send him flying over the top, eliminating him from this match. Legacy would then continue his attack and start smashing away at Devil's Executioner, trying to lift him over the top rope, but to no avail. Executioner would fight back and smash Legacy with a gut punch and follow through with a knee to the face. Legacy would stumble backwards into the corner where Devil's Executioner would scoop him up and dump him right over the top rope, eliminating him from the match. We then move on to see Chadwick rush over to try and take advantage of Devil's Executioner from behind, smashing him with a ferocious forearm to the back of his head. Devil's Executioner would be caught off guard, but he would find a way to fire back at Chadwick before locking up together with Chadwick near the ropes. Both men would then fight to gain control over each other, try and get the advantage, but Devil's Executioner would manage to dominate Chadwick easily, overpowering him with a clean headbutt to the face, pushing Chadwick back into the ropes where Devil's Executioner would deliver an absolutely devastating clothesline, flipping Chadwick over the rope, 360 degrees around so that he lands face first on the outside, eliminating him from this match. Devil's Executioner wouldn't have much time to spare though, as TCO would blindside him from the side with a strike to the temple, dazing him. He's really dazed. He's moving around enough for TCO to try and flip him over the top rope. But Devil's Executioner would still again fight back and manage to stay in the ring, kneeing TCO in the face and shoving him backwards. Devil's Executioner would then step forward and grab TCO, picking him up, lifting him high, trying to dump him over the top ropes, but TCO, no, he would manage to elbow Devil's Executioner in the head and drop down behind him at the very last second, running from behind and clotheslining Devil's Executioner in the back of the head, sending him catapulting forwards, tumbling over the top rope, where Executioner would grab and hang on. But TCO, he wasn't having any of it, and with one final boot to the ropes and to Executioner's fingers, he would lose his grip, causing him to slip down into the outside, eliminating him from this match. TCO would then taunt Executioner from the ring, pointing down, laughing at him on the outside, but he wasn't paying attention to how far he was standing away from the apron, as Executioner then got the chance to grab TCO by the legs under the bottom rope and drag him out, meaning he is not eliminated. TCO and Devil's Executioner would then start to brawl all around the outside of the ring and end up over the barricade into the fans in attendance, brawling together through the crowd until they seemingly disappear and head backstage through one of the emergency exits. The match continues on in the ring as we head back there and see Austin Wilde and Joe Rivers as they find themselves trapped in a corner, trying to one-up each other as Austin keeps trying to lift Joe up to the corner. But Joe, he keeps battling away. Austin would try a running leap at Joe, but he would step out of the way at the last second and send Austin face first into the corner turnbuckle. And that right there would send Austin bouncing backwards right into Joe's path, where he slams Austin with a clothesline right over the top rope so fast, eliminating Austin Wilde from this match. But then Joe would make the mistake of taunting Austin and doesn't see Remy is coming up to him from behind, quickly grabbing the back of Joe's head and shoving him forward, sending him flying right over the ropes and to the outside, eliminating him from the match. As Remy has a cocky smile on his face, and as Joe looks up to him in absolute anger, slapping the apron as he leaves. Remy would turn around though, right into Vincent Cooper, who is quick to smash Remy in the face. He then tries to lift Remy over the ropes, but Remy, the clever bastard, would find a way to elbow Vincent in the head and fight back, pushing him backwards and causing him to bump into none other than Jackson Bourne. Jackson would turn around. He would turn from what he was doing and smash Vincent in the face, as Remy would also stay on the attack too, and with his help, Jackson manages to lift Vincent over the top rope and dump him straight to the outside and eliminating him from this match. Jackson and Remy would then stare off for a brief second, but then out of nowhere, Sanda Cool would come sprinting in, drop kicking Jackson born so hard that he goes flying over the top rope and to the outside. Remy is wide-eyed and seems shocked as Sander gets right back up and comes right at him. Sander would try and overpower Remy, but it's no use as he gets smashed with an absolutely overpowering elbow. But just as Remy looks to try and lift Sander up, Bam Bam would find his way over and crack Remy in the jaw with a powerful right hook. Sander stumbles backwards and away from both Bam Bam and Remy as Bam Bam would unleash a combo of jabs, lefts and rights to Remy before finishing with a quick spinning clothesline, sending Remy right over the top rope to the outside and eliminating him from this match. But let's not forget Sander, who has seen all of this happening, and as quick as lightning we see Sander rushing over to Bam Bam, right hooking him in the face before scooping down and grabbing him by the legs. But no, Bam Bam fights back, but Sander's fighting back too. He grabs Bam Bam by the throat, lifts him up and over. Sander choke slamming Bam Bam out of the ring with a Sander choke slam and eliminating him. Sander would celebrate his elimination, but it wouldn't last for long as Berserko would reappear and grab Sander by the neck. He would start laughing maniacally in Sander's face, pushing him slowly across the ring and into the ropes, and with one hand, in one powerful moment, thrusts Sander right over the top rope, sending him flipping over it and crashing to the outside, eliminating Sander Cool from this match. Berserko looks around for another victim to find and soon finds DB Greatness, who is still in the match, still fighting away, putting on an impressive show for everybody. He charges over to him and grabs him with two hands though by the throat in an attempt to lift him up. But DB sends a boot to his stomach and manages to free himself and drop down onto his feet. Berserko would quickly recover though, and in response he would send a massive big boot to DB's face, knocking him onto his back. Berserko would then reach down and again with ease he picks up DB from the ground and hoists him into the air, tossing him over the top rope and eliminating him from this match. Meanwhile, all this time in the ring, Jester White and Shady have been going at it all around, back and forth, dropping each other left and right, avoiding everybody else and focusing just on each other throughout this entire match. But now we realise and we see we only have 3 people left in the ring, which makes Shady and Jester stop and separate as Berserko is watching them from another corner. All 3 men would make eye contact with each other as everybody wonders who is going to make the first move. And it's Berserko who does, as he charges at Jester White, leaving Shady to lean back in a corner and watch them from a safe distance as they clash and lock up together in the middle of the ring. Both of these men stay locked up for quite some time and seem very evenly matched in terms of strength, but soon they find themselves near the ropes. A very dangerous area to be in this match, and both men decide they're going to try and throw each other over. Shady is seen leaning in the corner still, relaxing, smiling, as Jester and Berserko are still fighting dangerously close to the ropes until the crowd lets out an enormous roar and TCO comes sliding back into the ring. He's not eliminated, remember. He disregards Shady altogether and runs right over to Jester and Berserko, grabbing each of them by a leg with one hand each, scooping down, lifting them up and over with all of his strength, sending both Berserko and Jester White crashing over the top rope together and eliminating both of them from the match. Meaning, ladies and gentlemen, we only have two people left. Jester and Berserko on the outside are furious, but instead of turning their anger to TCO in the ring, they continue to fight with each other on the outside. Soon though, out of nowhere, Wicked Sin again sprinting down the ring, but he has a steel chair in his hand as he helps Jester in beating Berserko down. Shady and TCO are still in the ring and are far too distracted by what's going on outside to realise that they are the only men left. They are watching what's going on as Split appears and runs down the ramp to help his partner out, slamming full force into Wicked Sin at full speed, sending him flying backwards and crashing into the ring apron. Split then grabs Jester by the head and pulls him away from Berserko, letting him get back to his feet. All four men then start to brawl on the outside of the ring and up the ramp, seemingly brawling all the way back to the backstage area, and it seems absolutely chaotic as Shady and TCO then turn and lock eyes, realizing this is it. They're the last two men. They would then slowly walk to the middle of the ring, and in a very, very surprising show of respect, Shady extends his hand to TCO, who shakes it as both men then separate a few strides back from each other and begin to circle around the ring. They then look up together, but both men will quickly start transitioning holds back and forth, headlocks and arm bars and arm wrenches, both men going at it as they try and get the upper hand. TCO though manages to slip loose from an arm lock by Shady and knee him in the back, sending Shady a good few steps forward and letting TCO scoop him up from behind and slam him with a back body drop. Shady manages to get back up to his feet relatively quick though, as TCO maintains his attacks with lefts and rights and lefts and rights, giving Shady absolutely no option but to defend his face and get pushed back into the ropes. TCO would keep attacking Shady, defending himself, trying not to get hurt, but he soon manages to slip to the left and duck behind TCO, pushing him into the corner face first and leaving absolutely no time for TCO to respond, grabbing his head and slamming it hard into the corner turnbuckle, busting his face wide open. Shady continues doing this over and over and over again, giving one final smash down that sends TCO backwards in a daze. Shady now looks tired and worn out, but he does not give up, firing more jabs at TCO. But TCO composes himself, starts firing back at Shady with sluggish hard jabs as both men start to punch out back and forward. It's so slow, it's like a slow motion replay. Shady then ducks TCO's right hook and scoops him onto his shoulders, quickly planting TCO with a Shady slam, and the crowd go insane at this. Both men are now laying on their backs, absolutely exhausted, as Shady has to use the ropes to pull himself back to his feet. TCO is still laying on his back as Shady knows he has to do something fast. Walking over to TCO and reaching down for his head to pick him back up. But on the way back up, TCO fires an elbow to Shady and shoves him back into the ropes. And in no time at all, TCO would then quickly dart forward. But Shady would duck down and scoop TCO onto his shoulders again. And in one swift move, he flips him up and over, ending TCO, sending him over the top rope, smashing to the outside with a Shady slam. And that is it. The bell rings out as Shady collapses onto his knees, absolutely exhausted and worn out. He raises his arms up in celebration, turning to each side of the ring to celebrate with everybody in attendance. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Battle Royale match. Your winner, Shady Sean McKenzie.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thursday Night Vendetta. Welcome to the show that you've been waiting for an entire week. The debut of Vendetta. I am your commentator, Ed Ultimo. I've been a commentator for a long while now. I've even seen some of you in OEW before. But tonight is something else. Jack Harvey meets Dylan Mason. This match is gonna be a battle for sure. Both of these men have said a lot of things throughout the week, so let's just get it started. Well, Jack is walking to the ring and he looks very determined. Of course he looks determined. He told the fans that he has 100 different ways to defeat Dylan Mason. Now that is a lot of different ways. He can win with a submission, a knockout, or a straight up pinfall. We will see what happens. Of course, Jack now arriving in the ring, standing there waiting eagerly for Mason to arrive, and the lights go up. I mean, I should have seen this coming. I've been commentating on this man for almost 4 years. And there he's just walking with a shining bright light on his face to show that he is above everyone and no one else matters. Slowly walking to the ring. I hate this man with a passion. And the lights go back on, of course, because that is the oldest trick in the book. But it gets me every single time. While both of them now standing in the ring, locking eyes, and Mason is just smiling and Jack looks very angry. Here we go. The bell rings. Ding, ding, ding. Jack just starts running at Mason like a rabid dog possessed, straight away with a clothesline. Mason didn't see that coming as he falls to the mat. But straight away, he stands back up, and just his unnerving laugh, of course, echoes throughout the arena. That man is something else. That man is just something else. Mason waves at Jack to bring more. Jack, not happy with Mason just laughing at his face, once again runs at Mason for maybe another clothesline, but Mason uses Jack's momentum to drop him with a T-bone release suplex, and Jack is flying to the other side of the ring. That has to hurt. Mason slowly walks to Jack and grabs his face and slams the back of his head just into the ground multiple times. Ooh. This isn't looking good for Jack. None at all. Mason picks Jack back up, throws him into the ropes, and as Jack bounces back, Mason tries to hit Jack with a psychotic knee strike, but Jack goes under the knee. Such a smart thing to do. Goes under the knee with even more momentum from the other side of the ropes. Hit Mason with a running, jumping knee strike to the back of Mason's head. Jack doesn't stop there though, as he lifts Mason up with a deadlift. German suplex, and Mason lands on his head hard. And Jack still has Mason's arm. It's not over. Ripcord Gladiator! Jack goes for the pin. 1, 2. A kick out by Mason at 1. Holy shit! I really thought Jack was going to win. Jack just is seething with anger. Mason just sits back up and starts laughing again. And he says something, I don't know if I can hear it. I do a great impersonation of Mason. Come on, Jackie, give us more. That is creepy. The seething Jack jumps at Mason with a fury of blows to Mason's head. Just go on and on and on and on. Listen to the fans. Listen to them. They are absolutely electric for this match. And of course, my return. Screaming from the top of their lungs. It's so great to be back in this professional wrestling industry. Well, Mason finally pushes Jack off after just pummeling his head over and over. Is this one of those 100 ways, Jackie? Disappointing. This man really likes to talk during his matches. Jack tries to hit a quick DDT. Mason hits his foot, just a straight up kick to the head instead, and continues his MMA style. Just kicks and punches. This is going so fast. Roundhouse kick, making Jack fall to the ground. Mason, with his arms wide open, falls to the ground. I told you this was the end, Jack. Mason runs through the ropes and hits Jack with a people's moonsault. It's weird seeing Mason doing these fun moves and then just laugh at the fans because he's just playing with them. He's mocking every wrestler that loves the crowd. Mason stands in the corner waiting for Jack to get back up. Mason now runs at Jack, but Jack saw it coming. Pop, pop, power bomb. Jack goes for the pin. 1, 2, kick out. Oh, I really thought that was going to be it. Mason just won't stay down no matter what Jack throws at him. Jack pulls Mason back up to his knees. What is Jack thinking here? What is he thinking at this point? Another kick out by Dylan Mason. He's walking back. Ooh, super kick to the face. It has to be it, but Mason is rolling out of the ring. Very smart. Ring psychology. You cannot teach it. The best just have it. Jack doesn't wait though. He runs to the other side of the ropes once again and flies to the air with a suicide dive. And Mason crashes to the barricade. Jack goes back in the ring for another suicide dive. This man is insane. Mason hits it with psychoetic in midair. Oh my God. In midair, a psychoetic. Oh, wow. That can be the end. That can be the absolute end. But he doesn't stop there as Mason just keeps driving his knee in Jack's face multiple times. This is sickening. The ref is already at a 7 count. Please, just stop the match. Just stop the match. But Mason is stopping the assault and breaks up the count. Of course he does. He wants to continue this assault. He hangs Jack over the barricade now and runs Evan with another knee strike. A lot of fans are not liking this. They're chanting for Jack. Just everyone, the entire building is chanting for Jack Harvey. They want him to win. Is that what you want, Jack? Their love, their respect? Listen to them, Jack. Well, Jack hits a forearm to Mason's face after saying that just over and over again, and the fans cheer on this effort. Jack throws Mason back into the ring, and he's climbing the turnbuckle. He looks at his opponent. He leaps in the air. 5-star frog splash! No! Mason has his knees up. Mason had his knees up. Jack is gasping for air. Mason Irish whips Jack into the corner. He runs at him for another big knee strike. Jack just kicks him just in time, climbs the turnbuckle again, jumps with an elbow shot, landing on the target. But Jack cannot stop this anymore. He needs to continue. He knows it is time to lock in the guillotine, and Mason stays standing. You can just hear the crowd. They're just in awe of what is happening in front of their eyes. Jack is putting everything into it. It's just wrenching on the head of Mason, and he finally falls to one knee. But he stands back up. He lifts Jack up. No, how is that possible? How is it possible? The Blood Eagle, no! He drops Jack on his knee instead. Powerbomb long blower. Me knowing Dylan Mason very well, that's his old finisher, the Salvation. Jack is done. But Mason doesn't pin him. What? Why doesn't he pin him? He grabs both of Jack's arms. You don't deserve the Blood Eagle, Jack. He drives his knee into the skull of Jack. Psychoetic. He goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Mason won. What a match, though. Just pure violence and brutality by Mason. But a great effort for Jack Harvey, who just had the entire arena chanting his name. They wanted him to win, but maybe this was a mistake. Not going for his finisher, but he went for a guillotine, really trying to show that 100 different ways is exactly what Jack has, but maybe he was wrong. What a match, and Mason is just laughing. He stands over Jack, one foot on his body, arm raised by the referee, but he gets the hell out of there. Mason snaps his finger, and we're back to darkness. Oh, his laugh is just echoing throughout the arena. Great match, though. Great match.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are still here live as we move on to our next match, and this one is one that I have been eagerly anticipating to, looking forward to all week long. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Josh Baez, and he is about to take on Gorilla Cruz. And Cruz, I see, is on his way to the ring first, followed shortly after by Baez and his son, Mike Storm, too, that little bastard. Mike Storm now standing at ringside, ladies and gentlemen, as Baez steps into the ring and stares off with Cruz across the ring. The referee now waves his hand for the bell, and we are off, ladies and gentlemen, and Cruz and Baez are starting off right now with a traditional lock-up in the middle of the ring. Cruz, though, is taking early advantage, taking control, getting behind Baez here. Oh, he's got a waist lock behind him, and there he goes up, planting Baez with a quick belly to back. Baez, oh, he's getting up. He's getting up fast. He's facing Cruz, who comes running right at Baez now, looking for a clothesline, but Baez is just ducked right underneath the arm. Mike Storm is just leaped up onto the apron there. He's grabbing the top rope, pulling it down, and he's just sent Gorilla Cruz hurtling over that top rope and crashing to the outside. Man, that little bastard Mike Storm. Oh, Baez now cockily taunting the crowd. He's got a big smirk on his face, ladies and gentlemen. He's got his arms spread, but Cruz is back up, and he sees Storm laughing at him. He lunges at Storm, but Storm moves away. He's running around the other side of the ring now, Storm getting away. Cruz then is now deciding to get back into the ring as Baez is running over to him. He's starting to stomp down over and over again, but somehow, however, Cruz is able to stand back up on his feet despite Baez. But Baez is blasting. Oh, he's just blasted Cruz with a right arm. Cruz is staggered back, and another right hook, and another right hook. Baez getting pushed back with every blow here. Baez trying for a desperate swing at Cruz, but Cruz catches him. Oh, he scooped it. Oh, he's just dumped Baez right on his head. Oh, Cruz isn't done. Cruz isn't done with Baez. He's dragging him back up to his feet, ladies and gentlemen. With that, Baez fighting back with some ferocious jabs here at Cruz's stomach. Oh, an uppercut straight to Cruz's jaw. Cruz is stumbling backwards. He's stumbling back a few paces now as Baez raises his arms again. He's taunting Gorilla Cruz here. The cockiness on Baez. Oh, he's just planted him with a kick to the stomach. He's spinning Cruz around. He's looking for the lobotomy drop. Oh, Cruz managing to spin his body back around. He's sending a clean headbutt straight to Baez's face there. What a match, folks. Baez is stumbling backwards. He's dazed and confused here as Cruz is scooping him up. Both hands. Oh, god damn. Cruz just stalled Baez midair for the moment and just smashed him down. Oh, that was a thunderous body slam. I've never seen something like that. Was loud. Cruz now slowly going for that cover on Baez, but Wait, the referee's in. Mike Storm, that little. Mike Storm is distracting the referee here on the apron. Cruz sees it. Cruz is pissed off. He's getting back up now. He's stomping now towards the apron. He's furious. Mike, though, jumping back down to ringside away from Cruz. Cruz is shouting some shit down at Mike there, but he's turning back around. Oh! Bias! Out of nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. Cruz turning back around to face Bias, and BAM! A slightly faded stunner by Bias, and Cruz is down. The distraction by Mike Storm allowing Bias to hit that. Mike Storm on the outside now. He's cheering on his father as this distraction has brought on the end of Cruz. Bias going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Bias has defeated Gorilla Cruz here tonight, but not without the help, not without the distraction from his bastard son, Mike Storm. Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen.
What do I say about this next match? This match was fucked. Now, I told Candice when she wanted to have a deathmatch division, this might not be a great idea. This is going to get dangerous, it's going to get brutal, it's going to be savage and chaotic. But she wanted it, and these two men, they embodied it. This match was absolutely fucking mental. So I'm going to try my best to recap some of the moments in this match, but this was a 47-minute war. These two men carried with them a feud from Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and they practically signed this contract in blood, OEW. The difference in this match was mentality, right? L. Thompson wanted to kill D-Man Smoke. D-Man Smoke wanted to kill L. Thompson, but D-Man approached this fight as a fighter, and he fought like a dog. L. Thompson approached this fight as a wrestler and fought like a grappler. Now, many times in this match, L. Thompson would overpower D-Man, right? Using his superior size, his strength, that powerful force that only the American diesel dump truck can bring. Just tossing aside D-Man time and time again. Power bombs, backdrops, scoop slams, just throwing him into the turnbuckle with velocity, throwing him into the stairs, throwing him through the fucking barricade, spearing him through walls, just bending ladders around him. L. Thompson was a force of fucking nature in this fight. But D-Man, he was brutal. He fought like a pit bull, hungry animal, biting at L. Thompson, ripping and clawing at L. Thompson. There was a moment in the match where D-Man had like 10 tubes which had been taped together, right? And he just ran at L and smashed him over the face with it. L. Thompson got glass and debris all over him. It was in his eyes, in his mouth. D-Man picked up a shard of glass, grabbed L. Thompson by the throat, and like a scene from Halloween Returns, just was stabbing L. Thompson in the fucking head over and over and over again, bringing L. Thompson to his knees. He just grabbed L. Thompson by the head like this and was just at his head over and over and over again. There was blood and flesh going everywhere. People in the crowd were in shock. This is what the brutality division is all about. It was hard to watch, hard to stomach, but it was very fucking real. And the look in D-Man Smoke's eyes told everyone. His intention wasn't to win. His intention was to fucking kill. But what did L. Thompson do? He didn't just sit there and take it. He reached up, stuck his big bare hand into the mouth of D-Man. And in something, I've never seen anything like this in my fucking life, and it will stay with me until I die. He fish hooked D-Man as he was stabbing him like this, and just ripped his cheek almost completely off. D-Man staggered back and had half his mouth dangling down. It was fucking disgusting. L. Thompson stood up, turned to face him, blood, flesh hanging off of his forehead, completely fucked, glass in his eye, glass in his mouth, charged at fucking D-Man Smoke, picked him up and leaped over the top rope, both crashing to all the glass outside. That was just one of the fucking crazy things these two fuckers did. They destroyed the entire arena. 47 minutes this went on. Crazy moment after crazy moment, back and forth. Just L. Thompson trying to use his weight, his size, and his power. We had Smoke trying to use his tenacity. Right, one example of D-Man's tenacity, right? L. Thompson had him down and was just raining headbutts like this. 1, 2, 3. And L. Thompson, as he was taking this, you know, D-Man Smoke, as he was taking these headbutts, was just throwing lefts and rights and lefts and uppercuts. These two men fought with such tenacity, it was admirable to watch, but also stomach turning at the same time. Now, how this match ended was something else. These two men climbed the fucking Titantron, climbed it, and was fighting on top of it. People was begging them, urging them to come down, right? This has gone on too far. They were slipping on the blood. It was just maddening. And as they was fighting on top, L. Thompson would try to spear D-Man Smoke off. But D-Man Smoke at the last minute would sidestep Ale. Ale would try find his feet. D-Man Smoke would turn around and spear L. Thompson from behind, sending both men falling off of the Titantron right out of view, down to the ground. Cameramen would go around to the back to try and find them, and both men would be in absolute state, just surrounded by carnage and debris. There was wires, electric coming out, sparks flying everywhere, the lights flickering. It was absolutely insane. Has Vendetta gone too far? But amidst all the carnage and all the debris, D-Man Smoke would somehow put his arm over L. Thompson, and the ref would count 1, 2, 3. The bell would ring. Paramedics came in, immediately put both men on the stretcher, took them straight to the hospital, and we still have no idea if these men fucking survived. But if that is what we can expect from the brutality division, if that is what Candice is cucking up, then fucking hell, you people have lost your fucking mind. I hope you enjoyed that, because I may need fucking therapy now. You crazy cunts.
I'm back here once again, ladies and gentlemen, for another match, DJB versus Split, and what a tremendous night it's been already. Such a historic moment with the debut of Vendetta that social media is buzzing and it's trending worldwide. Vendetta, the best, of course, especially with your commentator Ed Ultimo back in his rightful place. DJB and Split are already standing on the opposite corners in the ring from one another, with the referee standing between them as he makes his final preparations for this match to start. DJB and Split signal that they are ready, and the referee waves his hand across the timekeeper to signal for the bell. Ding, ding, ding! Here we go. Split stands straight and slowly steps forward into the middle of the ring, staring across at DJB, who eyes him up and down and takes an offensive stance. Split then cocks his head to the side and lunges forward, grabbing at DJB and locking up with him tightly. Split then pushes DJB back, overpowering him for a brief moment and trapping him in the corner. However, DJB thinks fast, as a champion should, and lifts his leg, smashing Split in the gut with a boot and managing to quickly use Split's size to his advantage. Spinning him around and trapping him in the corner. Now instead, DJB plants a knee to Split's stomach and another knee and another, just continuing that assault. He grabs Split by the head and turns him back, facing him as he yanks Split's head and tries to drag him out. He just tries to drag him out. But Split spreads his legs and plants himself in position, sending DJB tumbling forward, face first. That is one hell to start a match. DJB turns around with a cocky smile on his face, nodding his head in recognition of Split's quick thinking. Split then steps forward again, as does DJB, and the pair again grab each other and lock up. This time DJB is well balanced as Split tries to overpower him backwards. Yet DJB refuses to budge and instead fires a headbutt to Split's nose and distracts him long enough to transition his arm around Split's head and flip him over onto the ground with a snapmare. That's some technical wrestling right there. DJB then rains down blow after blow to Split's head, letting out relentless screams of anger with each punch, with of course the fans screaming wildly for it. Finally, he puts a Split onto his back and goes for the cover. One, and Split pushes his hands up and catapults DJB off his body. That is insane. Into the air, rolling away as he lands face first on the mat with a stunning display of strength by Split. DJB lands on his face and stomach, letting out a painful groan as he connects to the canvas. Split reaches over, grabs him by the head, dragging him up to his feet and delivering a hard right jab to the head as he does, further stunning an already groggy DJB. Split dangles DJB in front of him for a second before delivering a quick eye poke. Why the eye poke? I mean, it's so much pain to the eyes, and you shouldn't do that. People are supposed to see their opponents. Now, I don't get it. It's a dirty tactic. I don't approve. DDB is temporarily blinded and drops down to his knees, giving Split the opening he needs to dart at the ropes and rebound. Coming back and using DJB's own body, propels himself into the air, slamming his foot down hard to connect with the laughing in the dark curb stomp. DJB's face just bounces off the mat as he lays there pretty much motionless. Oh, that's something special. Split looks down at him, starting to laugh as he drops down, rolls DJB over for a cover. 1, 2, no! I thought it was 2, but no. DJB flings his shoulder up as Split puts his hand to his head in disbelief. He grabs DJB by the head once again and picks him up to his feet. But this time, DJB fires a jab to Split's stomach. And another, lefts and rights just continue from the champion DJB to push Split backwards into the rope, but DJB knees Split and whips him across the ring. Split hits the rope on the other side, rebounds back, and DJB just leapfrogs over it. That's some athletic ability that he has. Running to the rope and rebounding again. Both men then just clash with a double clothesline, knocking both men down on their backs. I can't believe what we've just seen. These men think like the Global Carnage Champion is in trouble with Split here tonight, and Split is in trouble with the Global Carnage Champion, DJB. What a fantastic match. The referee just continues counting, and he's now at a count of 7. But before that, DJB and Split both start moving again. They're crawling towards opposite corners, just how they started this match. And using the ropes to pull them back on their feet, both men lock eyes from across the ring and slowly tumble inwards, reaching each other in the middle of the ring. And DJB fires a sluggish right hook to Split, who returns in kind with his own as both men go back and forth with rights and lefts. Split then lands a boot to DJB's stomach and causes him to bend down holding his stomach. I mean, of course, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. And Split gets another chance to hit the ropes and rebound back at DJB, again using his own body weight to catapult into the air. But DJB, he moves forward and Split comes crashing down onto his boot. Split drops to a knee and lets out a painful groan as DJB takes quick action and grabs Split other leg, dragging him down onto his back, flipping his body over, pressing his knees down onto Split's head, and locking in the kneel to excellence. Is he going to kneel though? we will see. The referee is now asking Split if he wants to give up, but he just keeps shaking his head. No. And DJB looks to be getting tired, trying to keep Split into his body into place and seems to be losing grip, Split finally managed to loosen one leg and kick DJB in the chest and into the rope. DJB grabs the ropes and hangs on, facing away from Split, who pushes himself back to his feet. Slowly, he turns around and sees DJB facing away from him. Runs at the opposite ropes, hitting them and coming back towards DJB full speed. But DJB turns around before Split can do anything about it, and he leans down and scoops Split onto his shoulders with a roaring scream. DJB leaps up, smashing Split down with a ferocious DJ bomb. DJB collapses on top Split's body and covers him. 1, 2, 3. Referee signals for the bell. DJB just slowly rolls off a Split body and over to the rope, reaching up and using them to get back to his feet. Tremendous effort, really tremendous effort from both men. He looks over, down at Split, who's starting to come around, giving him a small nod before exiting the ring, grabbing his Global Carnage Championship and heading up the ramp. DJB picks up the victory here tonight in what an amazing effort from both men. Just something you have to witness live, and I did, commentating on it every single second. Split stands back up though, pacing around the ring, receiving large praise from the crowd. You can hear them here. They are loving the effort Split put into this match. He exits the ring and makes his way up to the ramp. But, no. Something's happening again. The lights go out. Of course the lights go out. The crowd start to cheer for this. Really cheer for this crowd. The arena lights. Well, they're getting back together, and two fake individuals are standing on top of the ring in front of Split. What is happening? The lights just fully bright. Oh my god, it's Wicked Sin and Jester White! Oh my god! The crowd is just roaring in excitement. And the pair lunge at Split and start to smash him over and over again. What? They're just...
Ladies and gentlemen, the following match is Beast versus T.J. Blair. In this match coming up, ladies and gentlemen, it's the debut of the Prince of Panic, T.J. Blair, who made a statement when he called out OEW mainstay Beast. Beast quickly accepted the challenge, and both men have been firing on all cylinders heading in to this highly anticipated contest. Beast makes his entrance first, highly focused and intense as he makes his way straight down to the ring, awaiting his opponent. Blair is out next, and it seems to be a little more energetic as he makes his way down to the ring. With both men now inside the ring, the crowd is ready to see this contest take place. The bell then rings, and we're off. Ding, ding, ding! Ladies and gentlemen, in the opening moments of this match, Blair and Beast have a very brief stare down before they begin trading strikes back and forth between each other, testing each other out. Blair then pushes Beast into and off of the ropes, ducking a clothesline from Beast in return. Blair then goes to catch Beast with a clothesline of his own, but Beast would manage to catch himself on the ropes, avoiding the attack, then quickly following up with a shoulder block. Beast would then hit the ropes again, but Blair would pop up to his feet and deliver a very quick shoulder block of his own. Then very quickly follows up with his own elbow drop straight to Beast. Blair would go for a quick cover after this, but Beast quickly manages to kick out before one. Blair takes control for a couple of minutes during the match. until Beast is able to take the advantage of Blair, stalling for 1 second too long, catching Blair with a very quick power slam and getting a 2 count. Beast takes over the momentum of the match at this point, controlling the offense for several minutes. Despite this, Blair stays perseverant, with Beast unable to keep Blair down for a 3 count on several occasions. And frustrations would then begin to show. This frustration gets the better of Beast, as a very slight moment of distraction allows Blair to deliver a wicked headbutt straight to Beast's face. Blair follows the headbutt up with a series of clotheslines, with the final one sending Beast right over the top rope and down to the floor below. Blair is now fired up and heads out to the apron with a running start. Blair runs and flies off of the apron, but what nobody else saw was Beast has reached under the ring and pulled out a steel chair. Beast then tosses the chair into Blair as he flies through the air, knocking him off course and causing him to crash to the ground in a heap. The referee blatantly sees this and has no choice, ladies and gentlemen, but to call for the bell. And your winner via disqualification, T.J. Blair. And that was the match, ladies and gentlemen, but it is not over yet, as the crowd begins to boo Beast, as the match was only just starting to heat up, and Beast is clearly frustrated, a range of emotions showing across his face, culminating in Beast entering a blind rage, grabbing the chair he used before and bashing Blair in the head as he tries to get back up to his feet. Blair falls backwards into the steel steps and Beast violently thrashes Blair with the chair. Officials would make their way out to try and stop everything going on, but they too face the wrath of Beast as Beast begins tossing officials around everywhere when they are trying to intervene. Even trained security guards are no match for Beast's anger. Meanwhile, Blair makes his way back to his feet, face a bloody mess. Beast glances and sees this, becoming even more irate that the assault he just gave still did not keep Blair down. And so Beast charges the Prince of Panic, delivering a vicious spear to Blair on the floor. Beast, with the blood of Blair on his hands, hops the barricade and exits through the crowd, even roughing up a couple of the fans in attendance as he does, as they got a bit too close to him. What has come over Beast here tonight? As the remaining officials standing around tend to Blair on the floor, he can be seen pushing the officials away, slowly getting up and stumbling to his feet. Meanwhile, backstage, Beast's rage is still on display as backstage officials come to face his anger, as he violently lashes out at anyone and everyone. It eventually would take several roster members, including Beast's own brother, Casey Moran, to finally get Beast under control.
OAW, this next match is highly anticipated. It's Rob Roman, the International Prospect Champion, and the challenger, Oliver Titan. Now, this match came together because Rob Roman brazenly challenged the entire locker room for anyone in the back that felt they had what it takes to take the International Prospect Championship from him, and it was Oliver Titan who answered the call. Rob Roman's music hits and he comes down to the ring, and immediately Madison Square Garden seems to be divided. Some fans love him, some fans hate him, but Rob Roman, either way, he couldn't give a fuck. He walks into that ring looking like $1 million, confidence personified, the embodification of it. He holds up his title, gives it a kiss, mocking anyone that doesn't really approve. Stands in the ring, stares at gorilla position. Titan's music hits now, and Titan gets a massive pop from the entire crowd. This is Pro Tyrant here in New York, New York. The bell rings and both men tie up. Immediately, Rob Roman utilizes superior wrestling, a big hip toss. Titan stands again, chases down the champion. A drop toe hold by Rob Roman. Titan stands again, a snap suplex by Rob Roman. Titan up yet again, and a massive judo throw by Rob Roman. Rob Roman is just proving technically too savvy for Titan in the early goings in this match. Now Rob Roman on top position of Titan, not letting him get up, controlling this entire fight, holding on to Titan's head. He then executes a gator roll, an anaconda choke, and he's rolling Titan round the ring, mocking him. He then switches it up and gets mount position like an MMA fighter onto Titan, and he's raining down blows, and Titan is helpless right now. Rob Roman then locks in a triangle choke from the mount position, once again humiliating the challenger. He rolls on his back, and this match could be done. It could be done this quick, this easily, this early. Rob Roman with a triangle choke. Titan has nowhere to go. He cannot get to the ropes. This could be all over OVW. But Titan stands up and executes a massive powerbomb, but Rob Roman won't let hold of the hold. He won't let go. He still has it locked tight. Titan's face is going pale. He's looking like he's going to be done. But Titan stands one more time. He charges towards the turnbuckle and slams Rob Roman into it, forcing Rob Roman to let go of the hold. Now Titan with the offense, throwing left and right, trying to bring as much offense as he can. He has Rob Roman trapped in the corner. Rob Roman has nowhere to go. He cannot escape it. Titan now senses this is his moment. Some big elbow shots by Titan, a big uppercut by Titan. This is Titan's bread and butter. The ferociousness, the viciousness, the hard-hitting, strong style of Oliver Titan, and Rob Roman is falling victim to it right now. Titan has Rob Roman in a clinch, and he throws some devastating knees at Rob, hits him with a massive shot to the ribs, and Rob Roman buckles and falls to his knees, and Titan lands a massive DDT, spiking Rob Roman's head into the ground. Rob Roman now on his back, Titan for the pin, 1, 2, and Rob Roman kicks out at 2. The fans here in the garden, it's hard to really explain, but they are losing their mind. Everyone is behind Oliver Titan right now. Oliver Titan climbs to the turnbuckle. He's looking to fly. He goes for that patent shooting star press, but Rob Roman rolls out of the ring. Titan, though, lands on his feet at the last possible second, showing an insane amount of athleticism. Titan now runs to the ropes, and a massive suicide dive takes Rob Roman out on the outside of the ring. The fans are going absolutely mental, all screaming Tyrant in unison. Tyrant, Tyrant. This is insane. Titan now collects himself, thinking about what to do next. He picks up Rob Roman, and again with some sharp punches on the inside, another body shot to Rob Roman, and Titan whiplashes him towards the commentary table, but Rob Roman counters it, throwing Rob Roman into the commentary table. Then Rob Roman hits him with a massive drop kick, sending Titan reeling over the table. This is crazy. Rob Roman then grabs Titan, throws him into the ring post, busting Titan's head wide open. Rob Roman and Titan are killing each other right now. Titan's face is a crimson mask. He is in trouble. Rob Roman grabs his face and smashes it again and again. The referee warns him to stop, and he does. Rob Roman then throws Titan into the ring. Rob Roman soon follows. Rob Roman runs towards the ropes and goes for a lion salt, and he lands it. Goes for the cover, and Titan 1, 2. Titan kicks out at 2. Rob Roman now climbs the turnbuckle. Rob Roman now looking to fly. He jumps and executes a massive elbow drop. Drags Titan to his feet before he even has a chance to realise what's going on. Rob Roman with a massive snap suplex. Stands straight up and a second snap suplex. Stands up, takes his back and executes a massive German suplex. Rob Roman now completely dominating the challenger. He throws Titan into the turnbuckle, puts him on the top. What's going to happen here? Rob Roman climbs to the top and goes to execute a massive Frankensteiner, but Titan holds him in the air before he can flip backwards and executes a massive powerbomb onto Rob Roman. Rob Roman is down, he's looking hurt, he's holding the back of his neck. This fight has been crazy. Titan stood in the corner and he's just waiting for Rob Roman to stand up. He's begging, he's pleading, he's feeding off the energy of the crowd. Rob Roman stands, he turns, he has no idea what's coming. Titan charges, goes for a claymore but misses. Rob Roman sidesteps right at the last second. Titan stands up and Rob Roman runs through the air and smashes him with a massive flying knee which sends him reeling into the turnbuckle. Rob Roman flies to one side of the ring, runs straight at Titan and hits him with a massive drop kick, sending Titan to a seated position at the bottom turnbuckle. Rob Roman again does the same thing but collides with a huge drop kick to the face of Titan. Rob Roman is all over the challenger yet again. He drags Titan up. He picks him up for a suplex, walks around the ring and hits a massive brainbuster on Titan. Rob Roman signaling the match is going to end. He's had enough. He drags Titan to his feet and you can see him whispering into Titan's ear, "You didn't leave empty-handed. Here, take your participation award." Rob Roman gets ready.
And what is this? It's darkness here in OEW. Madison Square Garden is in a blackout and I can't see a goddamn thing. Can someone in the production truck get the lights back on immediately? What is happening? Wait a second, OEW, something's happening. There's some chanting starting to surround the arena and something's coming on the Titantron as I speak.
The lights have come back on and that was crazy, but what's happening in the ring? Rob Roman looks confused, he looks dazed, he's talking in circles to himself, acting like a madman. He seems to be fighting a presence which isn't even there. It's hard to describe. He's just wailing his arms around. Titan stands, Titan looks, and not wasting any time, Titan charges towards Rob Roman, hits him in the stomach with a massive elbow shot, and hits the bullet on Rob Roman. He goes for the cover. I can't believe this. 1, 2, 3, Titan wins, ladies and gentlemen. Your new international prospect champion, Oliver Titan. What a scene here in Madison Square Garden on Vendetta. Rob Roman seemingly losing his focus, losing his mind, fighting something that wasn't even there. He was acting like someone completely different. I've never seen anything like it. Titan cannot believe it. The referee runs into the ring, hands Oliver Titan his championship, and he raises it high into the air, and the entire garden explodes in thunderous applause for their new international prospect champion, Oliver Titan. Rob Roman rolls out of the ring. What a scene, what a display, what a match, what an event here at Thursday Night Vendetta.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for our mixed tag team match, and as the entrances complete, the two teams meet in their respective corners. Joe and Lenore are talking strategy while Hella waits inside the ring, already deciding amongst herself that she will start this match off, as opposed to her tag team partner Gage. Joe would then pat Lenore on the back after their talk, and she will be the first to enter this match to face off against Hella. The bell then rings as the two women meet in the centre of the ring. They tie up, with Hella whipping Lenore into the opposite corner. As Lenore crashes hard into that corner, Hella grabs the referee and turns him towards her. She starts to complain that Lenore was pulling at her hair in the tie-up, but Lenore then goes to exit the corner, and Gage grabs a handful of her hair and pulls it, so Lenore slams hard onto the mat. The ref turns to look back, but Gage puts his hands up, saying it wasn't him. Joe Rivers is furious in his corner, slamming the ropes and rooting on for Lenore. Hella picks Lenore up off of the mat and slams her back down with a scoop slam. She reaches over and tags in Gage, who waits in the corner. Hella then starts yelling at Gage to attack Lenore, and he shakes his head, wanting her to make the tag to Joe Rivers. Lenore then starts to come to and sees the two arguing. She's holding her head as she tries to get back up to her feet. Gage goes to take a step, but Hella does a blind tag to the back of him, and the ref signals her as the legal competitor in this match. Hella and Gage stare one another down, with Hella visibly upset that Gage would not attack Lenore. Lenore would then approach the two and whips an unsuspecting Hella to the opposite corner. She then herself would charge after her, and with a mean body splash that sends Hella crashing straight to the mat. She reaches over and finally tags in Joe Rivers. Gage slides into the ring now, with Joe unaware, and grabs him around the waist, giving him a mean German suplex that bounces his head off of the mat. The referee intervenes and sends Gage back to his corner, demanding that he make a tag. As Gage retreats, Hella comes over and stomps Joe a few times with her boot before walking past and tagging in Gage finally. Gage then enters and picks Joe up off of the ground. He then delivers a huge overhand right to Joe, who falls back against the ropes. Gage charges Joe, but Joe quickly drops down, pulling the rope down, and Gage tumbles through and over to the outside of the ring. Lenore then hops down off of the apron and smartly stalks Gage as Joe regains himself. Joe then comes outside the ring now, and he goes to pick up Gage, but he doesn't see Hella charging from the opposite direction. Hella would then launch herself, flying at Joe, but just as he bends down to grab Gage, Hella is met mid-air by Lenore, clothesline leaping over Joe as well. The two women crash to the mat, with Lenore taking the upper hand, mounting Hella and starting to deliver strikes down to her head. Joe would then pick up Gage and roll him onto his back into the ring. The referee would attempt to break up Lenore and Hella then, but Lenore dismounts and looks to Joe Rivers. They both slide into the ring together and lift Gage up, giving him a double tag team double suplex. The ref is still tending to Hella on the outside as Gage rolls over on his stomach and attempts to get back up. Lenore takes a moment and suddenly whips Joe against the opposite ropes. Immediately though, she drops down to her hands and knees upon Joe's return. He leaps off of Lenore's back and comes crashing down with the most hellacious curb stomp that you could ever imagine. And Gage is out cold. The ref looks at the scene. Joe goes for the cover. The ref slides back into the ring. but he refuses to deliver the count. Instead, he grabs at the shoes and starts to argue with the ref. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, so much going out here. Low blow! Oh my god, low blow! Joe grabs the family jewels. Lenore, now on the outside, is arguing. What the hell is going on, folks? She's arguing with the ref. He's missed another call here. The ref is losing absolute control of this match. Joe Rivers is down, he's clutching his nuts. Gage is holding the back of his head, crawling towards his corner, and Hella is absolutely nowhere to be seen. Lenore is desperately reaching her hand out for a Joe Rivers tag. When Hella finally comes back into view now, as she ventured over to the timekeeper's table and stole Lenore's Shield Maiden Championship. She throws it over her shoulder and walks up the steel steps and into the ring. Lenore gets a tag finally on Joe's shoulder, and Joe enters the ring. Lenore enters the ring, and she is recognized as the legal wrestler, but just as she goes to get Gage, she spots Hella out of the corner of her eye. Instantly, she becomes infuriated and runs towards Hella and out of the ring. What the hell is going on? Gage looks like he's still feeling the effects of Joe's hellacious curb stomp as he sits in the corner watching the tomfoolery of Hella and Lenore unfold. Both women are now in a dead sprint around the ring as Lenore chases Hella. Joe Rivers finally rolls out of the ring, trying to recover from the low blow earlier on. Hella runs past him. Lenore has to jump over Joe. The ref is counting Lenore out as she chases Hella around. Hella rounds another corner, slapping Gage on the shoulder, and the ref acknowledges Hella as the legal wrestler in this match. Gage then gets back up to his feet as Lenore re-enters the ring. Hella throws the title over Lenore's head, where Gage catches it. Lenore stops and approaches Gage now, who throws the title back over to Hella. They're playing championship piggy in the middle, monkey in the middle, whatever you called it as a child. The ref tries to intervene but can't get between the three superstars. Hella then throws the title to Gage once more, and she then grabs the ref, locking lips with him and giving him a very fierce, passionate kiss. They embrace one another as Gage catches the title once more. As Lenore turns towards him, Gage clocks her with the championship, dropping her straight down to the mat. He exits the ring with the title still in hand as Hella lets go of the ref, still in shock. She drops down and covers Lenore. 1, 2. Joe Rivers slides in. 3. It's too late. Joe Rivers is too late to break up, ladies and gentlemen. He drops down. He's dropped down in disappointment as Hella stands up and celebrates pinning the champion as the PA system comes to life and announces Gage and Hella as the winners. Hella drops to the outside where Gage and her embrace in a hug, and Gage hands her the Shield Maiden Championship. Hella holds it high up in the sky, acting as if she had just won the title. And the two then make their way up the ramp, where Hella has now stolen the championship from Lenore. The cameras then pan down to a visibly injured Joe Rivers as he tries to revive Lenore Len. With rage in his eyes, he looks up to the ramp, watching Hella Engage escape to the back. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was your mixed tag team match here on Vendetta. What a match.
Outcast Elite Wrestling, we are now heading into the next match, and what a match this promises to be. We have the legend of the present, Doomsayer himself, a man who has done it all that there is to do in this business, a veteran of that 20 by 20 squared circle, versus Eric Molyneux, the South Norfolk Shaman himself, the reigning, defending, undisputed OEW amateur champion, and no question the legend of the future. Both men are in the ring, but Eric doesn't seem to be taking Doomsayer seriously, turning his back to the legend, raising his arms to the crowd. Doomsayer visibly angry at this dismissive gesture. Eric turns back around and waits for the referee to wave his hand for the bell, and we're waiting for it, and there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Immediately both men charge at each other, but Eric seems to be the more powerful to begin with and manages to push Doomsayer backwards, slamming him back into the corner that he started in. Eric smiles to himself, feeling confident in his power. Doomsayer responds by rushing back towards Eric, this time ducking a clothesline by Eric. He hits the ropes, rebounds back and smashes into Eric at full force, but it's as if Doom was hitting nothing but a brick wall. Eric doesn't move a single inch. Doomsayer falls backwards onto the mat, looking surprised and shocked at the resiliency of Eric Molyneux there. Doomsayer rises to his feet. Eric steps forward and sends a boot straight to Doomsayer's face, knocking him on his back for a second time. Eric reaches down and starts hammering away at Doomsayer with vicious ground and pound, massive punches to his face, over and over, and Eric now effortlessly lifting Doomsayer to his feet and connecting with the hands of Molyneux. Several huge shots land clean, ending with a massive uppercut, sending Doomsayer crashing to the ground, seemingly out cold. Doomsayer now just laying motionless on his stomach, face down in a pool of his own blood. Eric just looks at Doomsayer with a look of disgust on his face and spits at the down legend, once again turning his back to Doomsayer. This could all be over, but it is not, as Doomsayer showing signs of life, trying to get back to his feet, trying to find his footing, using the ropes to pull himself up. Wait a second. Doomsayer now is putting his hands in front of his face, assuming a traditional orthodox boxing stance. Is Doomsayer looking to box with Eric Molyneux? If he is, then it is official, ladies and gentlemen. Doomsayer has lost his mind. Doom steps forward and Eric unloads of a series of sharp, powerful jabs which connect and snap Doomsayer's head back with vicious velocity. Doom on the back foot now. Eric picking him apart with elite level boxing. Left cross, right hook. Doom throws an overhand. Eric sidesteps it and lands a huge left hook. Right uppercut. Oh my god! The force lifts Doom off his feet and Eric lands a jaw-splitting left hook as he comes back down. Doom is out cold, twitching on the ground. This is all over. Once again, Eric casually walking around the ring, acting like he owns the place, and it's easy to see why. The South Norfolk Shaman is destroying the legend here on Thursday Night Vendetta. But wait, Doom is rising again. I can't believe it, and the crowd can't either. They're all screaming Doomsayer's name. The pride and fighting spirit of Doomsayer winning over the crowd here in the garden, and Eric is not happy. Doom standing on very unsteady feet now, and he raises his hands again, ready to box. You have to ask the question, why is Doomsayer doing this? No one in this game has ever been able to test the hands of Eric Molyneux. Why is Doomsayer attempting this? He needs to grapple. He needs to wear down Eric. He needs to do something else, because this is not gonna work. Eric He looks insulted by this, and this time charges at Doomsayer. He feints with a jab and buckles Doomsayer with a body shot, followed by a right hook. Doom down again, and he stands straight back up. Eric once again, left hook, jab, jab, cross, body shot, right straight, and Doom is a mess. He's wobbling all over the ring. This is shades of Ivan Drago versus Apollo Creed. And just like the movie, if someone does not throw in a towel, Doomsayer is going to get killed. Doomsayer down again for the 5th time in this match, and he is in a bad way. Eric pacing around the ring now, gesturing to the crowd that he is done. But I don't believe it. The crowd don't believe it. Doomsayer, nothing short of divine intervention, is conjuring the will, the power to stand again, and Eric is in shock. Doomsayer's face is a beaten, bloodied, battered mess. How is this man standing? Eric just staring now, perplexed at his bloodied, swollen giant hands, and shakes his head in absolute disbelief. Doom standing staring at Eric, and he smiles a sinister smile, spits out a tooth as blood gushing, running down his chin. Eric charges at Doomsayer, frustrated, but he lets the anger get the better of him, and Doomsayer sidesteps, sending Eric headfirst into the turnbuckle. The first time Doom has managed an offense in this fight, and the crowd are going absolutely mental. Eric is in trouble. Eric trapped in the corner. Doom unloading with wild, vicious strikes, and a massive elbow shot connects to the face of Eric, busting his eyebrow wide open. More punches by Doom, but Eric moving like a giant lightweight, evading all Doom's attacks. Eric seems to find space where space simply shouldn't exist, creating distance between him and the Doomsayer, and Doom does not want this distance in his life. But Doom closes the gap, eats a massive right hand and falls to the floor, but rises immediately. Another right hand, he falls again. Doom stands again, left hand by Eric, right hand by Eric. Oh my god, Eric's hand is broken. Doomsayer, instead of trying to avoid contact, headbutts Eric's right hand as the fist was about to connect, and Eric's hand is broken, it is mangled, it's out of shape. He is in absolute agony. This is Doom's chance. Doomsayer forces Eric into the corner for a second time, and it's body shot after body shot after body shot, and Eric is reeling. He's starting to cough up blood. Doomsayer is relentless. The crowd are going absolutely crazy. Again and again, they're going mental. Doom steps back, leaps through the air, lands a massive flying knee to the skull of Eric. Doom then runs across the ring, bounces and bouncing off the ropes now, charging at Eric with speed, and hits a massive clothesline, sending Eric over the ropes. But Eric lands on his feet on the outside. Doom, not wasting a millisecond, charges again, baseball slide through the bottom rope, smashing into the face of Eric. But the monster that is Eric Molyneux still standing on his feet on the outside. Doom on the outside now, charging at Eric from behind, flies through the air again, smashing him into the back of the head with a forearm shot. Eric stumbles forward. Doom grabs him, he's going to throw him into the steps, but Eric counters, throws Doom into the steel steps, and oh my god, the velocity of that impact was massive. The stairs, made of steel, have bent out of shape, and the fans are all screaming, holy shit. Ladies and gentlemen, Doomsayer is in a bad way. Looks like he's been in a car accident. His face is a mess. His body is broken. Eric just grabbing him now with his one good hand, lifts him into the air and tosses Doom into the ring as if he was a child. That has to be it for Doomsayer. Eric climbs in the ring now, puts his foot on Doomsayer's chest, and this is all over. 1, 2, and Doomsayer gets his shoulder up somehow. Eric now looks angry as hell and leans in to start raining down hammer fists to Doomsayer's face, just like he did earlier. Doomsayer in complete survival mode now, trying to defend himself the best he can. He rolls under the ropes to escape to the outside. Eric stands up and starts to play with his right hand, cracking it left and right, wincing in pain as he does. He looks at Doomsayer standing on the outside of the ring with a look of absolute madness on his face. Eric then approaches the ropes and steps over the top rope as if it was nothing. Eric stands on the apron. Doomsayer starting to get back to his feet now, and Doomsayer lunges forward and swipes at Eric's legs, knocking him down to the apron in a seated position. Doom paces forward and hits a huge boot to Eric's face. Eric falls from the apron, but still Eric is on his feet. Doom charges at him again and forces Eric head first into the ring post, and Eric staggers. Doom enters the ring, Eric on the outside. Doom gesturing for Eric to come into the ring. He's pointing at the canvas, screaming, "This is my domain." Eric obliges. He climbs over the top rope, and Doom is all over Eric, landing multiple shots. He throws Eric into the ropes. Eric comes back, and Doom lands the off with his head, his signature discus clothesline, and Eric drops to one knee for the first time in this match. Doom now, he has Eric in a headlock. He's setting him up for a suplex. He's never gonna land this, but he does! He's holding up Eric Molyneux. What power by Doomsayer, and he lands a massive brainbuster. All 6'6", 360 pounds of Eric landing headfirst on that mat. Doom standing, he lets out a massive war cry and screams, and he's just stalking, waiting patiently for Eric to begin to rise to his feet. And Eric, after some time, begins to move. He's starting to rise, and Doomsayer stood behind him, and he has it! He's locked in the shattered, the submission hold, the famous full Nelson. This move has put away so many men throughout Doomsayer's established career, and Doomsayer is violently shaking Eric side to side, applying more pressure. We may see Eric tap, we may see him quit. Doomsayer is impressive tonight. The Doomsayer of old is back and looking more dangerous than ever. Ladies and gentlemen of OEW, I can't believe what I'm seeing. Eric is fading. He can't escape it. For the first time in OEW, we are witnessing Eric Molyneux be rendered powerless at the hands of the Doomsayer, and no one saw this coming. Eric is not moving. He stopped resisting the hold. Ladies and gentlemen, the amateur champion, the undefeated Eric Molyneux, is now facing defeat for the first time in his career. Eric is lifeless, just hanging from the arms of Doom. The ref comes to check. He raises Eric's arm and it falls once. He only has 2 more attempts. He raises it and it falls for a second time. This could be it. OEW, if Eric's arm falls one more time, it is all over. The ref goes to grab Eric's arm. The ref is acting strange. He looks like he's seen a ghost. What's the referee doing? He's walking backwards. He looks absolutely terrified, and he's clawing at his own face, screaming, and the referee just exited the ring. Doomsayer looking confused but not losing focus. He doesn't know what's going on, but continues to ragdoll Eric side to side several times. The referee on the outside of the ring. Eric is out. This match is done, but the referee will not call it. What is happening? The camera zooms in a little bit more, and wait a second. Eric's eyes are open, but his eyes are rolled up the back of his head, and Eric is chanting something. I can't make out what it is, but he is chanting something. Wait a second. The referee has a chair. The referee in the ring. The referee just connected. He's attacking Doomsayer with a steel chair, forcing Doomsayer to let go of the hold. Referee like a madman possessed, again and again attacking at Doomsayer. Doomsayer grabs the chair off the ref, and Eric is up and he spins Doom round, and holy shit, spits red mist into the face of Doomsayer, blinding him. Eric now taking advantage, throws Doom into the air and locks in the voodoo lullaby, that standing arm choke. Eric now the one ragdolling Doomsayer, swinging him violently left and right, choking the life from Doom. But Doom keeps on fighting with everything that he has, manages to rake at Eric's eyes, making the right eye bleed badly. Eric blinded now, and lets go of the hold. Doom rebounds from the ropes and hits the escape from Hellview. What massive impact! The running bicycle knee strike, sending Eric crashing to the mat. Doom still partially blinded. He goes for the cover. The referee seemingly back to normal now, with no idea as to what happened, as if nothing happened at all, goes for the cover. 1, 2. Eric kicks out at 2. This is unbelievable. Doom wastes no time. He grabs Eric by the throat with his left hand, and with the right he is punching Eric over and over, but Eric extends his left good hand and grabs Doom by the throat, and Doom can be seen visibly choking now. Eric stands and lifts Doom in the air and lands a massive, huge choke slam. But wait, Eric is not done. He doesn't let go. He's dragging Doomsayer up in the air and lands a second choke slam. Eric's still not done. Lifts Doomsayer up again. Doomsayer is being manhandled. He's going for a third, but Doom manages to somehow counter and hits the bullet with butterfly wings, the jumping package pile driver. Doomsayer barely knows where he is after taking back-to-back choke slams by Eric. All he needs to do is cover. That's all he has to do when this is done, and he puts his arm over the chest of Eric. 1, 2, 3. No, wait! He kicked out right on the last possible millisecond. Right at the last possible moment, and Doomsayer is in absolute shock. Doom rises, he climbs through the ropes, waiting patiently on the other side of the apron like AJ Styles here, waiting for Eric to rise to his feet. Eric up now, he's turning, he has no idea what is coming. Doom jumps on the top rope, flies through the air to land a massive flying forearm, but Eric counters, jumps towards him, lands a huge European uppercut, almost taking Doomsayer's head clean off of his shoulders. Eric grabs Doom, refusing to let him fall, and throws Doom into the turnbuckle hard and begins to once again pick him apart, landing several brutes through boxing combinations to Doomsayer. Eric now places Doomsayer on the top turnbuckle. Eric is setting him up for a suplex from the top turnbuckle. Oh my god, wait! Doomsayer counters with a nasty headbutt and another and another. Eric hurt now. Wait a minute. No, don't do this, Doomsayer. It's not worth it. Doom is gonna try suplex Eric Molyneux from the top turnbuckle to the outside. This could end both men's careers. Think about what you're doing, Doomsayer. Don't do this. Don't do this. Oh my god, they take to the air. Doomsayer and Eric Molyneux crash through the Spanish commentary tables and onto the concrete outside. Molyneux, Doomsayer, they are both broken in half. The referee has no choice but to begin the count. 1, 2, 3, 4 now. Still no movement. They are both hurt bad. 5, 6, still not a single inch of movement. 7, 8, they're not showing any signs of life. We need to get medics out here. 9, they're not gonna make this. 10, the referee calls for the bell. Neither man able to continue. The referee has no choice but to call it and declare this match a double count out. What a match here on Vendetta. Now, I don't think Eric Molyneux expected a fight like that from the veteran Doomsayer, but what a performance by Doomsayer. Is this the Doomsayer that we can expect to see on Thursday Night Vendetta, or was tonight just an echo of the Doom that once was? Only time will tell, OAW, but one thing is for sure, neither man will forget this match or ever be the same. Eric really put on a trial under fire here by the legend, and had to battle real adversity. Both men are out cold on the floor, and we're just waiting for medics to come. Wait a second, someone just jumped from the crowd over the barricade. We can't see their face because they're wearing a hood of sorts. They brought a chair with them from the crowd. They're approaching the down Doomsayer and Eric. This is not good. Someone get security out here to stop this man. He's removing the hood. Wait a second. Wait a second, that's Tommy fucking Dyer, the Deathmatch Emperor himself. Tommy Dyer raising his chair up. He's aiming it at Doomsayer, but at the last second he seems to change his mind. Tommy Dyer puts the chair down. I don't know what is going on here, but Tommy Dyer is just staring down at Doomsayer now, and it appears, I think he just told Doomsayer that he will have his day with the Doomsayer yet Interesting development. Dyer has just thrown down the steel chair on top of Doomsayer's chest and again is heading over the barricade, leaving him lying at ringside. Medics finally arrive and place both men on stretchers, still who have not moved since the initial impact of the suplex to the outside. What a match by both Doomsayer and Molyneux. But the appearance of Dyer is now bringing up more questions. What is the Deathmatch Emperor doing here in OEW? Ladies and gentlemen, we will have to wait to get our answers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you could cut the tension at Madison Square Garden with a knife. The tension in this arena is unbelievable right now. Half of the crowd wants the Iron Bison to win. The other half wants Dave Barron to win. You see Iron Legion signs on one side of the arena, and on the other side you see signs of Dave Barron. But we are about to get the answer to a question that many of people want to know. Who is the true World Elite Champion of Outcast Elite Wrestling? Is it the current champion, Dave Barron, or is it the former champion and Hall of Famer, the Iron Bison? But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the Iron Bison making his way to the ring. Listen to this place, ladies and gentlemen, as the Chaos-born Iron Storm, the Hall of Famer, the man, the myth, the legend, the Iron Bison makes his way down the ramp and into the ring. This man right here, 26-0 in Outcast Elite Wrestling. This man has beaten a who's who of professional wrestlers here in OEW, and he is the king of the amusement park, perhaps one of the most brutal, if not the most brutal, tournament ever devised in wrestling history. This man won it. The list goes on of OEW wrestlers that have fallen victim to the Iron Lariat and have taken the 1-2-3. The Iron Bison has proven himself to be a top contender to the title, being a former champion in his own right, and the fact that he has been able to maintain this unholy streak. It speaks volumes about this man, ladies and gentlemen. The Iron Bison has definitely earned his spot into this match with his Paragon brother, Dave Barron. And here comes the champion himself, the Kentucky Thoroughbred, Dave Barron. This man, a member of Paragon, a man who has done almost any and everything you can think of here at OEW. Dave Barron, not only a current World Elite Champion, he is a two-time World Elite Champion in his second reign. We're going to finally figure out which one of these two men are the true World Elite Champion. And as Dave Barron quickly makes his way into the ring, no nonsense, down to business is the Kentucky Thoroughbred. He wants this fight. He wants to prove to the entire world he can defeat the Iron Bison. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, Dave Barron handing the World Elite Championship belt over to the official. The official showing the belt to the Iron Bison and holds it up for all of Madison Square Garden to see. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moments away from the opening bell to this unbelievable, unforeseeable, once-in-a-lifetime World Elite Championship match. And ladies and gentlemen, I can't wait. And here's the bell, and here we go. And both men circle each other, and suddenly they tie up. And Bison right away throws Barron into the corner with force, and Barron hits the turnbuckle hard, shaking the ring. Barron is shocked at the power, feeling it for the first time. He looks left and right at the fans, then at Bison, who is standing in the middle of the ring. Bison screams at Barron, beating his chest, begging him to tie up again. Barron walks slowly towards Bison and initiates another tie-up. They lock horns once more. Bison runs Barron into the corner, but using Barron's momentum, Dave Barron drops to the ground and executes a drop toe hold, sending Bison head first into the corner, but Bison turns at the last possible second, landing back first into the turnbuckle instead. Barron begins to unload strikes to Bison, but they land with little effect as Bison walks through the attacks, closes the distance, and lands a massive belly-to-belly suplex on Barron, sending Dave Barron flying across the ring. And you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, that Dave Barron is in a world of hurt. Bison now on the attack, but Baron already to his feet. Bison spears Baron into the corner, then lands multiple huge shoulder thrusts into the champion, knocking the wind out of him. Bison follows with some heavy chops across Baron's chest, which make all the fans react with gasps and woos. And after each flesh-hitting chop, Dave Baron showing a look of pain on his face. You can tell, ladies and gentlemen, the pain already setting in this one. Bison then slapping Baron across the face, but it only brings Dave Baron to life, who lands a huge headbutt on the Iron Bison, and the Bison rattled from that one. Blood pouring from the nose of the Iron Bison after that headbutt, and Dave Baron setting him up for a German suplex of sorts, but I've never seen anyone German suplex the Iron Bison before. Baron sets up for the German suplex, and he connects it! Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen, and Dave Baron still has a hold of the Iron Bison. Is he actually going to set up for a second? No way. Baron with the second German suplex, unbelievable. And Baron going for a third German suplex. Imagine this, a trifecta of German suplexes, but the Iron Bison breaks out of it, goes for the Iron Lariat, and no, Dave Baron gets out of it, and Dave Baron looking startled after that one. And he staggers back, falling into the ropes. Dave Baron giving a cruel reminder that the Iron Lariat can land at any given time. Baron throws a jab, and unexpectedly, the Iron Bison drops low, avoiding the strike, and hits Baron with a huge right hook to his left knee. His leg buckles, and when it does, Bison smashes his head into the gut of Baron. Bison then introduces Baron to the Bison style, where he repeatedly lands headbutts into the champion, busting him wide open. Dave Baron has donned the Crimson Mask. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thus far in this match, the Iron Bison has dominated Dave Baron, who has been blinded by his own blood pouring from the gush in his forehead. Bison using his superior power and speed. He's just controlling this fight at short range. Dave keeps trying to be evasive and uses world-class technical skill, but Bison is overwhelming Baron now with relentless, furious attack. It's this pace Bison has that is so hard to defend against. He doesn't seem to tire. He just keeps coming, and Baron is struggling to find any space to mount an offense. Bison now breaking the distance between himself and the champion, and throws the beaten, bloody Dave Baron into the ropes and lands a huge, earth-shattering spine buster. And oh my God, the impact was huge. All of Bison's weight landed on Dave Baron. The tremors could be felt throughout the entire garden from that. My God, I'm reeling from the impact of that. That was a hellacious spine buster from the challenger. Baron has been broken in half. Wait a second, Bison isn't moving. The replay shows us, wait a minute, that Dave Baron countered the spine buster into a DDT at the very last moment. Unbelievable awareness on display from the champion. The impact we heard wasn't Dave Baron. It was the Iron Bison landing head first into the canvas. Wow. Just wow, ladies and gentlemen. Baron collects himself but doesn't go for the pin. He's not done with the Bison. Bison hasn't moved a single inch, though. He could be seriously hurt. But could Baron be wasting valuable time here? He could retain the title. He could put an end to the fabled streak, but he's not doing so. Baron looks around the ring as if he's searching for something. He then grabs Bison's right arm, but what the hell is Dave Baron planning with Bison's arm? Baron begins to drag him into the ring post. Baron leaves the ring and pulls Bison as close as he can, as keeping a hold of the right arm the entire time. Wait a second. Oh my God, Dave Baron, don't do this. Oh my God, Baron holding Bison's arm and smashing it into the ring post. Bison screaming in pain, Bison in a world of hurt. But what the hell? Baron going for it a second time, and the ref screaming at Dave Baron to stop, or he will rule this match a disqualification. But Baron stops. And ladies and gentlemen, I think the Iron Bison may be seriously hurt. The official going over to the Iron Bison, who is screaming in pain after getting his arm slammed into that ring post twice by Dave Baron. The official asking the Iron Bison if he is able to continue this match, or is he going to have to call it off? If he calls it off, Dave Baron technically wins and retains the title. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's important to note that neither of these men have beaten each other with the title on the line. The Iron Bison has never truly lost the World Elite Championship, and in his first reign, Dave Barron has never truly lost the World Championship. But here we are. Both of these men battling to determine who the undisputed World Elite Champion is. And the Iron Bison is telling the official no. He's shaking his head. He's telling him not to stop the match. And I have to say, this is a bit questionable. The Iron Bison, he may have a severe arm injury, and he's still wanting to continue this match. Well, the champion, Dave Barron, getting back into the ring. The Iron Bison says he's not calling this match off. So Dave Barron is not going to call this onslaught off. So Dave Barron, he's getting back into the ring after smashing the Iron Bison's arm into that ring post twice. And he's getting back in the ring and he continues the assault. Oh my God, he's stomping the arm of the Iron Bison. Stomping the arm over and over. Bison continuing to scream in pain. The Iron Bison may have a broken arm at this point. His eyes look dazed. He still hasn't recovered from that DDT either. It's hard to believe he was even able to even respond to the official earlier when the official asked if he was able to continue this match. But Barron lifts Bison up, traps him into the turnbuckle, and traps his arm into the ropes. Oh my God. And lands repeated elbow shots under the Bison's face over and over. The crowd is counting with every strike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rapid fire elbows from Dave Barron, and the blood continues to pour from the nose of the Iron Bison. After those shots from Dave Barron, the Iron Bison can hardly even support his own weight. Barron then grabs Bison's head and goes for a running bulldog, but Bison breaks free, shoves Barron in the ropes. Barron rebounds back, and oh my God, the Iron Lariat! Oh, that was a hellacious Iron Lariat. The Iron Bison holding his arm, and the Bison taking his sweet time to go for that cover. Finally, he covers Barron. 1, 2, and oh, the champion kicks out. He has not done enough to Dave Barron yet. But also, he may have taken too much time there tending to his arm. The Iron Bison visibly stunned after Dave Barron kicked out of the Iron Lariat. But you've got to think, ladies and gentlemen, there was one particular reason why Dave Barron went for that arm of the Iron Bison. Because he knows, just like everyone else here knows, that if you go for that arm, the Iron Lariat essentially becomes ineffective. But the Bison, he's getting back up to his feet, trying to gather his composure. Bison, I don't think he put his injury into consideration, but Dave Barron starting to slowly get back up, and both of these men staring one another down. Bison continuing to stalk Dave Barron as Dave Barron runs to the ropes and drop kicks Bison, who staggers back a little bit, but he continues forward. The crowd are starting to react once again to this heated exchange between the champion and challenger. A left hook by Dave Barron and a left wild punch by the Iron Bison. Right hook, right uppercut by Barron sends Bison staggering after a stunning combination. Bison comes back with right straight hook. Barron steps in to land a right punch, and Bison lands a vicious, sharp inside elbow shot to Barron on the way in, and Barron loses his balance. He is hurt from that elbow. Dave Barron in a lot of pain. Barron is all over the place. Bison rushes in, grabs Barron by the throat, forcing him into the ropes, holding him in place with one hand, and once again lands repeated headbutts to Barron. The fans are counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Barron escapes but looks unsteady on his feet. Bison continues to chase him down like a madman possessed. Barron throws a flurry of punches which land, but Bison, he doesn't slow down. Bison is stalking Barron. Does he feel no pain? Barron goes again, forearm smash landing flush to Bison's temple. Bison drops to one knee. Barron again rebounds from the ropes, smashes his knee into Bison's head, but Bison takes the impact, keeps hold of Dave Barron, and throws him into the air and goes for a European uppercut. But oh my God, Dave Barron countered it into a stunner. Shades of Stone Cold Steve Austin with that stunner. Bison still standing though, but now he's struggling to find his feet. Baron goes at Bison with everything he has. Uppercuts, forearm smashes, elbow shots, rights, lefts, any and everything but the kitchen sink is being thrown at the challenger. Bison is on the back foot, just taking an onslaught of strikes, being driven back by Baron. More strikes by Baron. Bison is absorbing shot after shot. I have but one question right now. How on God's green earth is the Iron Bison still standing after this vicious onslaught from Dave Baron? There is blood everywhere. Bison's face is a mess. Baron sets him up though and goes for... Oh my God. No. For the love of God, don't do this. Dave Baron setting him up. Bluegrass bomb. Oh, that buckle bomb. The Bluegrass bomb connects to the Iron Bison. And if that arm injury wouldn't put Bison down, surely that Bluegrass bomb will. But Bison... What the hell? He didn't go down? Oh my God. The Bison, he's remaining on his feet. He staggers towards Baron, and he falls to one knee. And oh, Dave Baron looking around. I know what he's going for. He's going for the exclamation mark here. Baron looking around, and he goes for the Baron driver. That spinning cradle pile driver. And that may be it. That's gotta be it. Baron immediately hooking the leg of the Bison, and he's hooking it tight. And here we go for the count. 1, 2, and oh my God! I'm speechless. The Iron Bison just kicked out of the Baron driver. Bison kicked out. That was so close. At the last possible second, the Bison kicked out. Dave Baron is in shock. I am in shock, and I'm sure all of you listening to this are in shock. Unbelievable. That landed clean, and it was perfectly executed. I mean, how is this possible? What force is fueling the Chaos Borg, Iron Storm? Anyone else on Earth would be out. Bison was out before the driver. Dave Baron's face tells 1,000 words right now. If only you could see it. He can be seen shaking his head. He looks at Bison, who's laid out, not moving, his face a crimson mask with awe-inspired eyes. Baron stands. He stomps on Bison a few times just to probably see if there's any life left in the man, but he's seemingly out cold. Dave Baron, he's looking at the ref and he's demanding that the official call this one off because clearly the Bison, he's hurt. The Iron Bison is hurt and potentially unconscious, but the ref is refusing. Dave Baron is visibly angry, and he's beginning to argue with the referee, pointing at Bison and the state he's in. And I've got to agree with Dave Baron. I don't know if the Iron Bison is able to continue this. Well, wait a minute. The Bison beginning to move. Some signs of life from the Iron Bison. Dave Baron is shaking his head in disbelief. He grabs Bison, drags him to his knees, and he can be seen saying, "I am sorry." Dave Baron feels apologetic for what he's about to do to the Iron Bison. Baron looks emotional, and oh my God, he's setting him up for another Baron driver. He's lifting Bison up, but oh, Bison escapes. He pulls out, and Bison setting up for the Chaos Borg Impact. The set-out dominator. Dave Baron is broken in pieces. Bison is laying down. He doesn't even have the strength to cover Baron after that. Bison and Baron are down, and you hear the chants of fight forever. But we all know that eventually this match will have to end, and eventually we will have to crown an undisputed World Elite Champion. The Iron Bison slowly getting back up. Both men been laying on the canvas for a while, and the Iron Bison has this sadistic grin on his face, and oh boy, is he thinking what I'm thinking. The Bison is looking at the top turnbuckle. I cannot believe this. It has been such a long time since we have seen this man, the Iron Bison, fly. Is Bison going to land this? We have not seen the Bison do this in such a long time. This was the move that made Bison famous. The weapon he used to make it in the major leagues of professional wrestling. He wouldn't be where he is today without this maneuver. What a moment here on Vendetta. The crowd are stomping their feet, chanting, smash, smash. And Bison now standing on the top turnbuckle, blood still pouring. He takes a moment to compose himself. The crowd are in anticipation, and oh my God, he hit it! The maniacal smash! Listen to this place come unglued from that maniacal smash. The diving headbutt from the Iron Bison. Bison's head hit Dave Barron with devastating force, but the Bison is out too. Bison, all he needs to do is cover Barron. The Bison isn't moving, and the ref begins his count, and both men have to the count of 10 to get up. And the referee counts. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. And 5. And Bison comes to and lays his arm over Barron. And here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. I don't believe it. I thought it was over. Dave Barron kicked out. This is unbelievable. Right on 3, he gets his shoulder up, and the chants of holy, I cannot say that word, are echoing throughout Madison Square Garden. The fans cannot believe it. Bison is laying, staring at the ceiling. He's in everything. The Iron Lariat, Chaos-born Impact, Maniacal Smash. None of it has worked. Barron is still here. The match is still going. What does Bison have to do to take Barron out of this match? Dave Barron, though, he's hit a bluegrass bomb, a Barron driver. You got to ask the same question, what can Barron do to Bison? It's going to come down to what these men can do to put this one away. The OEW universe is witnessing something truly magnificent. This is a 5-star match in the making. The pride, the passion, they're putting it all on the line here at Madison Square Garden, and these fans are clapping, showing their appreciation. This is awesome. Chants surrounding the arena, blood pouring from Bison, blood pouring from Barron. Who wants this more? Bison slowly gets to his feet and makes his way to the corner. The fans know what is coming. He's setting up for another Iron Lariat. Bison waits patiently as Barron begins to slowly rise. Bison's ready, standing, stalking. Barron on one knee, blood gushing from his head as the smash opened his wound even further. He has no idea what's coming. He fully stands. He turns. Bison charges. Iron Lariat. No! Barron ducks. Bison turns and Barron pulls the legs from under him, and Bison is in trouble. Dave Barron has the Kentucky Cloverleaf in, and Bison in pain. Bison in the middle of the ring has nowhere to go. He may tap out. Could this be the end of the streak? Bison is holding on. Barron is straining to hold him. Can Bison do this? We have seen Barron in so many matches with this submission hold. Bison is somehow managing to, with one arm, pull himself away, and Barron slowly being pulled towards the ropes, and Barron cannot believe it. The Bison gets his arm on the rope. The official forcing Dave Barron to let go of the Kentucky Cloverleaf, and Barron obliges, and both of these men getting back up to a vertical base. The Bison is slowly getting up, Barron already up, and wait a minute, Barron goes for a shot. Bison counters it with a nice shot of his own with the injured arm, though, and Bison, oh, he gets hit with a suplex by Barron, but Bison counters a second suplex attempt, escapes it, and lands behind Barron and lifts Barron onto his shoulders. The Iron Forge, the devastating torture rack. Dave Barron has one of two options right now, tap or snap. This is all over. Bison is also in pain. He's struggling to maintain the strength. He can't use as much force as he usually would. Barron escapes Bison's grip and lands to the side of Bison, who charges and spears Barron through the ropes. They fly through the air and both men collide with the commentary table, breaking it. Oh my God! This is utter brutality. And the crowd chanting, holy shit, once again. Bison rises first. Barron struggling to move along the debris. Bison picks up Baron and rolls him into the ring, and the crowd saying, "One more time!" Bison begins to climb the turnbuckle a second time. He slowly gets to the top. Baron rises, runs at Bison, breaking his footing. Bison falls to a seated position. Baron climbs the turnbuckle and left and rights to the Bison. What in the hell is Dave Baron planning here? Wait a minute. Oh my God. He's setting up for the Baron driver from the middle turnbuckle. He connects it. Oh my God, a Baron driver from the middle turnbuckle. Cover for the streak and the title. 1, 2, 3. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. The streak of the Iron Bison has come to an end, courtesy of Dave Baron. History has just been made at Madison Square Garden, ladies and gentlemen. 26 people stood up to the Iron Bison and 26 men fell. And at number 27, Dave Baron puts an end to the fabled undefeated streak of the Iron Bison. And both men starting to come to. Dave Baron whispering something in the Iron Bison's ear. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, both of these men embracing. And you've got to love it. Both of these men embracing the Iron Bison, strapping the World Elite Championship belt around the waist of Dave Baron. The crowd chanting, "Thank you, Bison." And ladies and gentlemen, an emotional moment here. And what the hell? Some guy in a hood has just jumped the damn barricade. It appears that Bison nor Baron see this man. He's wearing a hood and what appears to be some sort of mask. And Baron, with the title, walks out of the ring. And, oh my God, this man's getting in the ring. Bison turns around and, a series of shots and a huge right hand to the face of the Bison. A roundhouse kick. And I think I saw a tooth fly out. The Iron Bison is unconscious. Dave Baron turns around and he realizes what's going on. Baron running back into the ring, and wait a minute, this man meeting Baron with a series of shots, and another shot, and a roundhouse kick to Dave Baron. Dave Baron and the Iron Bison are both out. We may need to get medics out here, but ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for tonight, and we will see you next week on OEW Vendetta. Thank you all for tuning in.